Good afternoon, everyone. This is Sadia Afrin, Assistant Professor of Philosophy, Vivekananda Shatavarshiki Mahavidyalaya, and Undergraduate College of West Bengal. Today, I will talk about the unreality of time, which is from my research area. We understand time to change and motion. Here in my topic, we will focus on two things: how Zeno refutes time's unreality, and how McTaggart refutes reality of time. Zeno was one of the eminent philosopher of ancient philosophy, and McTaggart is a contemporary philosopher. The problem here is how they refute time's reality. There are similarities and dissimilarities between them. Firstly, I will talk about Zeno. Zeno was the student of great Eleatic philosopher Parmenides, who believed in the unchanging oneness and denied multiplicity, motion, and change. To him, these are only appearances. That is, to him, there is no motion, no change, and all these are unreal. Zeno, like his teacher, also tried to prove by logical means that change or motion is impossible. We know his argument from the writings of Plato and Aristotle, as none of his writings have survived. So, Zeno has many paradoxes. Among many paradoxes of Zeno, four paradoxes are very famous. These paradoxes are Achilles paradox, Achilles paradox, and dichotomy paradox, stadium paradox, and arrow paradox. We will focus on arrow paradox here. Zeno tried to prove that motion is impossible through his arrow paradox. He said when an arrow is flying to its destination, it has to cover its first of its halfway, and to cover this halfway, he has to move the half of its halfway. And let us try to answer it in a different way. Here the question is, what do you understand when we call something as motion, or what do you mean when we say an arrow is flying? One can say when we say arrow is flying, that means the arrow occupies continuous series of places at the continuous period of time. We have to understand motion by certain space time-bound relation. Motion is nothing but continuity of space as well as time. If motion is a functional relation between time and position, then motion consists solely of pairing of times with positions. Now, from that we can say that to him motion is not possible, and therefore change is not possible, and if change is not possible, then the time is unreal. Now we can focus on McTaggart's theory. McTaggart was a 19th century British philosopher. Like Zeno, Kant, and others, McTaggart was an idealist who thought the material world was an illusion. He tried to show this by showing that material world as it is normally conceived would be contradictory. Uh, in the journal Mind, October 1908, in the article The Unreality of Time, McTaggart tried to prove and he critiqued the reality of time. Today we are looking at his proof that time is impossible. As he puts it, that I believe that nothing that exists can be temporal and that therefore time is unreal. Here, McTaggart's theory, we can find two things, or we called it A theory and B theory. To McTaggart's, A series or A theory is more fundamental, and A series actually constitutes the passage of time. Now the question is, what is A properties? Here A properties is temporal properties which events can gain and lose, such as past, present or future. And in B properties, temporal properties which events have permanent things, such as earlier than and later than. He says that we cannot understand the nature of time through B series, as we cannot grasp change through B series. To him, A series is fundamental. In McTaggart's paradox, what is that? What is McTaggart's paradox? If nothing has A properties, if nothing has A properties, then things do not change. If things do not change, then time is not real. Therefore, if nothing has A properties, then time is not real. Nothing can have A properties, so therefore time is not real. Now we can go to the conclusion. The application of A series to reality involves a contradiction. So A series cannot be true of reality, as time involves the A series. It follows that time cannot be true to reality. Whenever we try to judge anything to exist in time, we get an error or difficulty. And whenever we perceive anything which exists in time are not really exist. If we reduce A series into B series, then the problem will not be arisen. But then another problem arises, that is, it will be difficult to differentiate time from space. Thank you.